Hi, I'm Ellie Krieger, and I'm super excited to be partnering with Circulon to present to you this incredible cookware kit that has everything you need, every vessel, to cook every recipe in my new book, Whole in One. Hey, so I'm making this recipe for my new book, Whole in One. It's a potato Swiss Chard Frittata, and it is all made in one pan. Thank you very much. Swiss chard, one of my favorite vegetables, and I think a lot of people really don't use it. I think it's like a really underrated vegetable. You want to take the stems off though. So this is how you do that. It's really easy. I just do it by hand. Some people use a knife, but I feel like it's really simple to just pull it off just like this. Put in a tablespoon of olive oil. While that's heating, I'm going to chop these stems. You kind of almost treat it like celery, where you just chop it and give it a little saute. And it winds up having that slight kind of yielding crunch the way celery does in a dish. Just going to add that to the oil in the pan. Just let that cook for maybe 3 to 4 minutes, again, just as you might some celery. And while that's going, I'll chop the leaves. So it doesn't really have to be precise or anything or fussy at all. And sometimes if you have large pieces, you can just kind of go through just like you'd chop really any green, like spinach or kale or anything. All right, that's looking nice. So I'm just going to add the greens now and just cook them until they wilt down a bit. You'll see how much we do in one skillet. All right, so I'm going to add that back in a minute, but now I'm going to cook the potatoes. I'm going to add a little more oil, 3 tablespoons here. You definitely need a decent amount of oil to cook the potato. Just getting that heated up, and then I'm going to add a pound of potatoes, which I cut into a 1/2-inch dice. I like a waxy potato because it holds its shape, so I'm using a Yukon Gold here. And I'm going to cook the potato with some onions. Potato and onion and Swiss chard. I see a lot of flavor happening already. So basically just want to cook this until the potatoes have softened and the onions are beautifully caramelized and golden. And that takes about 15 minutes. These are looking beautifully brown around the edges. They're starting to soften nicely. The onions are becoming golden. Yum! And you'll notice I keep the skin on the potatoes pretty much in all my recipes where it really works. It gives it a nice rustic texture, and it's easier because you don't have to peel them. But also, there's a lot of nutrition in the peel, so why not leave it on if it works? You know, it's a kind of triple benefit. So I have 6 eggs, and this serves for a main course, for like a dinner. It serves 4 people. So that's that. Oh yeah, that's getting there. Good. So I'm going to put in just 1 clove of garlic and some smoked paprika. And if you have it, you could just use regular paprika if you want. You will miss that smoky flavor, but it'll still be a delicious dish. So you don't need any special ingredients really to make this food. You see, it's really ordinary ingredients that really turn into something spectacular. Ordinary ingredients in extraordinary ways. The Swiss chard goes back in. We got the stems and the leaves. So then the eggs just get poured right on top. Ooh la la, look at that. Gorgeous. So then you just cook this for about 6 minutes or so until it's cooked all around the edges, but the middle will still be a little loose. And then to cook the top, rather than flipping it as you would in a traditional Spanish tortilla, I'm just going to stick it under the broiler and then it will be ready. And we get to dig in. Yay! Ooh, look at this. Doesn't it look gorgeous? So the thing about this, too, is that it doesn't have any cheese, you'll notice. And a lot of times, frittata has cheese, and that's what brings so much flavor. But I tested this one with and without cheese, and it actually tastes just as good without cheese, so why add it? I'm in. It smells so good. Some slices of tomato on the side. drizzle of olive oil, extra virgin on the tomatoes. You don't have to serve anything with it. It really holds its own, just like that. That is my potato Swiss Chard Frittata. You know we want it. It's so good. That smoked paprika in there makes all the difference. You have to make this.
Hachette.